Walk into a convenience store and almost everything has become more expensive. A bottle of water can cost $2, a soda can cost $3, but one giant can still arrives with a number printed directly on the metal: 99 cents. That number has survived recessions, supply shocks, higher wages, expensive aluminum, and more than 3 decades of inflation. So either AriZona has discovered a way to ignore economics, or the 99-cent can is doing a completely different job than most people realize. This is not a story about a company forgetting to raise its price. It is a story about moving almost every other part of a business to protect one promise. The first strange thing about AriZona is that it is not from Arizona. The drink was created in Brooklyn in 1992 by beverage distributors who had already spent years learning what moved through neighborhood stores. Founder Don Voltaggio wanted a name that felt warm, clean, and healthy. He chose AriZona, even though, by his own account, he had never been there. The southwestern colors came from the design of his own New York home. The huge can came from the large packages his distribution business already understood. And the 99-cent price matched the kind of simple offer a customer could understand from across the store. A large, colorful drink, less than $1, no explanation required. Most companies treat price as a number they can adjust. AriZona turned its price into part of the packaging. Printing 99 cents on the can does something unusual. It lets the manufacturer speak directly to the shopper before the retailer says anything. The customer does not need to compare unit prices or wait for a sale. The bargain is visible in their hand. But there is an important detail. 99 cents is a suggested retail price. Stores are independent businesses and can charge more. AriZona also makes cans without a printed price, so the company cannot legally freeze every checkout price. What it can do is make any higher price feel like the store changed the deal. That turns a printed number into pressure on the retailer, on competitors, and on AriZona itself. The easy explanation is that the can must be a loss leader, but that is not what the company says. In a 2022 interview with the Los Angeles Times, Voltaggio said the 99-cent cans were still profitable. The profit per can had simply become much thinner as costs rose. He also said AriZona was selling roughly 1 billion of those cans a year. At that scale, a small amount of profit repeated 1 billion times is no longer small. And the famous can is not the entire company. In the same interview, Voltaggio said it represented about a quarter of revenue. AriZona also sells bottles, fruit drinks, energy drinks, snacks, and other products at higher prices and margins. The 99-cent can gets the attention. The rest of the shelf gives the company room to earn. Holding the price does not stop costs from rising. It forces the company to hunt for savings somewhere else. Voltaggio has described making cans thinner, running production faster, improving shipping, and producing closer to customers. None of those changes is as exciting as announcing a new flavor. Together, they are the business model. Imagine the economics of one can as a stack: ingredients, aluminium, manufacturing, freight, the distributor, the retailer, and finally, profit. If the top of the stack cannot rise above 99 cents, every layer underneath must fight for millimeters. That is why volume matters. Faster lines spread fixed costs across more cans. Shorter shipping distances reduce freight. Less metal matters when the company is making hundreds of millions of packages. The number on the can turns ordinary operational improvements into survival. There is another cost AriZona can keep unusually low, explaining why anyone should notice it. The package is already loud. The can is oversized. The artwork is recognizable, and the price is printed like a permanent promotion. A shopper can understand the brand in 1 second. That makes the low price more than a discount. It is an advertising message the customer carries out of the store. People photograph it. They argue about stores charging more. They use it as evidence that one company has resisted inflation. Every conversation repeats the same brand story, without AriZona buying another television commercial. Many companies spend heavily to tell customers they offer value. AriZona puts the claim on the product. This strategy is easier because AriZona is privately controlled. A public company may be pushed to expand its margin every quarter. AriZona's owners can decide that keeping a trusted price is worth more than collecting the maximum profit from every can. That does not make the decision charity. It is a long-term trade. Accept less profit now, protect enormous volume, preserve shelf space, and reinforce a brand that customers can describe in a single sentence. The risk is obvious. Aluminium, sugar, labor, and fuel do not care about nostalgia. Retailers can ignore the suggested price, and efficiency cannot improve forever. The strategy works only while the company can keep the can profitable, sell it at extraordinary scale, and earn more elsewhere in the portfolio. So how does AriZona still sell a giant can for 99 cents? Not through one secret ingredient, and not because inflation somehow missed Brooklyn. The company accepts a thinner margin, manufactures at massive scale, removes cost from production and shipping, spends less explaining a package that already explains itself, and uses higher-priced products to support a broader business. Most importantly, AriZona decided that 99 cents was not merely a price. It was the product promise. Once that promise became famous, raising the price carried a cost of its own. The company might earn more on each can, but lose the story that made people choose it. That is the money behind it. AriZona did not keep one price unchanged for 3 decades. It changed almost everything else around the price.